Hello everybody, this is Blade Cross EXE. Welcome back to Fate Grand Order's Shinjuku Singularity. Alright, last episode we defeated the Avenger of Shinjuku, and next we're back at the Roost, fighting some archers. Shinjuku Fly High. Gonna guess probably gonna be fighting some Hornets this round. I'm just gonna take a caster with me. Alright, and here we go. In short, no matter how you slice it, this is a premeditated murder. There's no deep motive here. The only forces at work are grudges, money, and jealousy. There may be a few tricks, but they're trivial. Still, they're beyond any detective. But now they're failing. I've given up about half my calculations, leaving only a slapdash bet where the odds are against us. I swore to myself that this plan I came up with would never let me do that. And yet I did it. All because I wanted to beat him. And down goes the Avenger. We may only have to wait for the magical bullet to get here now, but that doesn't mean that we can just sit around. So why are you so relaxed? Is the bullet already on its way? It's not coming here. Not yet, anyways. Now that the Avenger's been defeated, you and I are the only ones who can protect the barrel. I'll do my job, not to worry. Luckily, this tower is easy to protect and real tough to attack. I see. But that doesn't mean we can just stay holed up here and do nothing. I'll go prepare the ambush outside. If it works out, we'll be able to lure them into a pincer attack at the base of the tower and catch them in the crossfire. Sherlock Holmes will see through something like that in an instant. The battlefield is just the kind of place where the detective and mastermind logic falls apart. There's no time for cold deduction here, only chaos and fervor. The chaos of battle leaves no room for calculations, and the kind of fervor rips theories to shreds. The battlefield is where the lowest life forms can easily destroy the highest form of art. I see. Well, do as you see fit. I won't be of much use when it comes to practical tactics anyway. A seasoned mercenary like you would be far better suited to come up with the ideas. Don't worry, I'll make sure they suffer. Get to your positions. Suit up for heavy combat. Use anti-demonic beast gear if you have to. But aren't we only going up against servants? Believe me, I know what we're going up against better than most. Anti-servant gear is not going to cut it. We'll be better off with anti-demonic beast gear sheer explosive power. Use a tungsten alloy armor-piercing ammo. It's cursed, so it should be pretty effective against them. Keep up a steady stream of gunfire and pin them down. Yes, sir! Even if you all make it this far, that servant will utterly destroy you. If Jean Alter is like a human carpet bombing, then the Alter King of Knights is akin to an artillery cannon. Although, given that she's using that toy to get around, perhaps I should call her a giant high-speed mobile artillery platform? It's always something. Still, it's almost over now. It doesn't matter how bloody things get. As long as everything's consistent, that's what counts. What a fool the Master of Chaldea is, willing to meet his end here after saving the world. He may think he can save this place, but he's wrong. All he can do now is die a miserable death. Well done, Camelot. It was all thanks to you that we were victorious. As a reward, you shall have better dog food than normal. Feel free to return to your guard position at the stronghold. You've earned it. It feels like Camelot's 2 more important than me. How astute of you, Master. Indeed, I think of Camelot 2 as my personal hunting dog, or rather as a descendant from one. So she's got her own headcanon for him? Essentially, I consider him to be one of my loyal knights, and am willing to dub him appropriately. Which means that, in my court, he does indeed rank slightly above you. What kind of king are you? Allow me to rub your shoulder, Sir Camelot. Pet the doggo. Aww. He says it is most agreeable. At least I believe he does. We're back, Mr. Gabriel, Miss Arturia. Hi. Papa's home. Come here and give me a big kiss on the cheek. Heh. Die. How could you say that? Fine then. I'll just be over here quietly crying, scrying to myself. Wait, did I say scrying? I meant crying. Mr. Moriarty, that sort of thing is exactly the problem. Getting back on track. We've now defeated the Berserker, the Assassin, and the Avenger. That leaves the Archer of Shinjuku, Evil Moriarty, and the altered version of Emiya, the nameless heroic spirit. I also learned that the latter is standing guard in front of the barrel, along with about 200 or so Hornets. 200? However, I can assure you that the time is most definitely not on our side. With the Phantom Spirit Def Reichschutz at his disposal, Moriarty can even control meteors. We don't know when a meteor will be loaded and fired, but we do know that we can't afford to wait until that happens. Well, hang on. Meteors almost never enter Earth's atmosphere to begin with. I looked it up, and the only meteor that fell to Japan was in 1999 in Kobe. And it was tiny and barely weighing 136 grams in total. Hardly anything approaching an apocalyptic scale. You're quite right, Miss Da Vinci. He stumbled. Don't worry about it, Holmes. Call me whatever you like. However, there's only one thing that I've come to understand after seeing our Moriarty in action. You mean me? I do. When you use that coffin of yours, you don't actually do much in the way of aiming, do you? I sure don't. I fire and it hits. I'm confident it would work even if I were facing away from my target entirely. I don't have many memories of firing a gun when I was alive, so I'm surprised that it works so well. I imagine it would be much the same way whether you're using bullets or missiles. Furthermore, Evil Moriarty likely possesses the same power, only with greater potency, a truly frightening prospect. With such firepower, he could likely use an entire meteor visible from Earth in 1999 for his magic bullet. What? Are you lying? Is it just me, or did you all just hear what sounded like a great serpent creeping closer too? What's more, there was indeed an asteroid observed in 1999. There's one called Bennu, a B-type asteroid measuring an average of 500 meters in diameter. Analysis shows that it will approach Earth a number of times over the next 200 years. I believe this is the asteroid that Evil Moriarty has designated to be his bullet. Is that even possible? I mean, the whole reason phantom spirits can never be servants is because they lack spirit origin values to ascend to a being of heroic spirit. Yes, if one were to elevate phantom spirits by strength alone, they would be quite unimpressive. In terms of potency, they would need to underperform... They would even underperform a literary caster who did nothing but pen stories. Are you lying? There's that serpent again, and it's closer this time. I'm quite serious. After all, even if they were to be summoned, they wouldn't possess a body. And because they lack a body, they are unable to do anything. Regardless of how much magical energy you provide them, they have no means of storing it. You could think of each of them as a vase with a hole. However, this hole is on the side of the vase, not the bottom, so it is able to hold some energy. For an experienced mage, I imagine it would pose no issue at all. All that said, even having said all of that, we servants still have quite the trump card to play. No matter how weak we may be, that still holds true for the phantom spirits. Noble phantasms! Exactly. Where such things concerned, there's little difference between a phantom spirit and a heroic one. The reason is simple. Noble phantasms are based off of stories, legend, and objects that truly existed. When such things become a noble phantasm, their power might be reduced, or in rare cases, even enhanced. Of course, when a phantom spirit is summoned, the power of the noble phantasm likely decays considerably, not that a phantom spirit could use one anyway. However, the concept of a noble phantasm remains the same. In short, with enough magical energy, a noble phantasm can form, so by fusing a heroic spirit with a phantom spirit, it raises the value of the spirit origin. Even an object in space can be made into a bullet? Not to worry, my dear Da Vinci, the Shinjuku is the only place where such thing is possible. Ordinarily, fusing phantom spirits and heroic spirits together, or even two phantoms, is nigh impossible. Hey, that's it! That's the key! I remember when we combed through Chaldea's servers to pull up all the details on phantom spirits. Just like how heroic spirits can't fuse, neither can phantom spirits. That should be impossible. Or rather, no one should ever think to do so. Who actually went and did such a thing? I'm afraid the time is not yet right to tell you that. We should avoid speculation. Or rather, to be precise, we should focus on the more immediate problem at hand. As I was saying, Emil Alta and 200 Hornets are standing guard outside the barrel. Here's the digital snapshot I took. I'll send it to Chaldea so you can fix it up. How's this? I laid it out in a table view to make it easier. I took my best guess at marking off how many enemies there are and what weapons they're carrying. They're using mass-produced firearms, so as long as we can partially see them, we can manage. It appears to be a bog-standard formation, but an effective one. Looks like they're armed with weapons typically used for taking down large demonic beasts. They're clearly aiming for me, which means that I'll be unable to use Cuirassier Alter to charge in and cause a disturbance. While attacking them straight on may be a safe option, it would also take a lot of time. All we have in the way of fighters are myself and Moriarty. Holmes will be of no help here. My apologies, but I am a humble detective after all. That doesn't seem to be slowing down your rival slash mathematician slash hunter. And there's another problem. A royal guard should keep their defenses as tight as possible, and be prepared to move quickly to cover any gaps that may appear in them. Given who we're up against, it would be all but impossible to sow chaos among the ranks with our numbers. Besides, he expects us to charge in, if only there's something we could do that no one could see coming. Oh. MASH? What is it, MASH Cryolite? The O certainly sounds as though you had an idea. Not at all. No ideas here. No siree. Come on, spill it! It's nothing. Really. Please don't give it another thought, Senpai. Answer the question, MASH. If you don't, I'll turn you into mashed Cryolite. Well, I just happen to remember Arash. Arash? Do you mean Arash Kamangir, the hero of the East? What about him? I'm sorry, Senpai. When Arturia mentioned breaking through the formation in a unique way, I couldn't help but remember. I don't believe we know that one. What in the world happened? My, it must have been quite a good plan if it can make even Master blanch. Tell us more about it, MASH. I know what they're thinking. We're gonna do the thing... Spade 1, all clear. I've completed patrol point of Alpha and I'm returning to base. No, what we're gonna do is we're gonna launch like a piece of a building while we're strapped to it. Kinda like how we did to get around while we're in Camelot. Club 2, all clear. Nothing up here on the roof. Diamond 4 here. I can just make out the sound of a motorcycle engine. Let me hear it. They're here. Keep ears open for any other motorcycle sounds. For a legendary king, I'm disappointed that this is the best strategy she could come up with. A one-way ticket to hell. Fire! Release the net! So they resort to an all-or-nothing gamble. How boring. All hands, keep watching the perimeter. I'll confirm their disappearance myself. Guards, come with me. I knew it. That is the king's motorcycle. Let's see how our spirit origin is doing. She's still here. It's a decoy. Remain on alert. Huh? I'm detecting a servant close by. Is it Saber? Above? All too slow, Archer. Durr! I'm surprised to see you and your master drop in like this. How did you do it? If any command spell backup had flown here, we would have noticed the energy and wiped it out. Indeed, which is why we didn't come here via mana burst or command spell. We flew here, literally, like this! Please, spare me! Alright, that should do it. What do you think, Da Vinci? Looking good. I created the plans according to match the specifications and modified them to fire without Arash's bow and arrow. It was a little tricky constructing it entirely out of materials found in Shinjuku on short notice. But genius that I am, I know I could do it. Of course, we're the ones who did all the work. You're a math professor, right? How can you have so much trouble cutting a straight piece of iron? Maybe it's because I'm a math professor. At any rate, Da Vinci modified Moriarty Flyer was a complete success. I believe you mean the Da Vinci Flyer? I have a patent on it, you know. A patent. So this is why the rich get richer. What in the world are they arguing about? Well, no matter. As I explained earlier, Master Arturio will take over the, Master? I'm out of here! Forget it. You cannot escape me. We're doing this no matter what, Gabriel. Don't worry, I personally guarantee the flyer's safety. Red, I'm pretty sure you'll be okay with Arturio protecting you. Probably. Worry not, Master. I am your sword and your shield. I shall remove any and all threats in our path. Now get on. We're going to fly this thing to the moon. No! Help! You whine like a cat forced to take a bath. Come on, get closer. Okay, once I pull this lever, whoosh, you'll be off. Got it. Now hurry up and get ready, Master. Okay, you're all good to go. Are you all set, Mr. Holmes? Not really, if I'm being honest, but I'll make do. Ha ha ha. It's a bit hard being a non-combatant. But not to worry, I promise I'll be there at the appointed time. Good. Now let us head to the final battlefield. Isn't there any other way? However, that doesn't change the fact that you've dived straight into your enemy's camp. That's true, but once I cut you down, my role will be complete. What? Ready your weapons, Archer. I won't even ask for a fair fight. Feel free to use as many as you like. Why, you little! Emiya Alter. 201? Oh, Lord, I was not ready for this. Okay. I think if we just take out Emiya, then the fight will be over, hopefully. Oh dear. Ow! I just really gotta hope that they don't shoot X Alter next turn. Nope, nope, there she goes. Just tacking on the curses. Come on, shoot John. I dare ya. Unlimited Lost Works. No, waiver! Oh, that was gnarly. Ouch. Ow. Ow! That was rude. Ow. And I can hit Emi Alter with Legrand Lament Duhaine next turn. I'm pretty sure I don't fight through all 200 of these guys. I'm pretty sure I just gotta knock out Emi Alter, and then they'll all retreat. This should be enough to knock out its first HP gauge. Yeah, there we go. Oh, okay. Run away! There's too many of them! What's that? Oh, I should have known that you would notice, Archer. I see your eyes are as sharp as ever. Captain, we're being attacked by wild coloraturas! So that's what Sherlock Holmes has been up to. Ha ha ha! That was cutting it far too close, but it appears it was well worth it. Take that! Uh-oh. The coloraturas have started targeting us! Damn it! Without Berserker around, there's no one left to control them. What are you waiting for? Take them out! Yes, sir! That sound. Well done, Moriarty. Captain, there's too many for us. What do we do? Get a hold of yourselves. Take care of the smoke cloud and take each one out. Aim for their legs. Captain, behind you! There's nothing there. Oh, my apologies, sir. I was mistaken. Is that so? Whoa, easy there, Emiya. Not so rough. I may not be as good as some, but every evil mastermind needs to at least some facility with disguises. Of course, in my case, I had to resort to help from Holmes, but never mind that. The good Moriarty, eh? You should have stayed put like the trash you are. Or is it actually you? I beg your pardon. Well, never mind that. You want to see the Archer of Shinjuku, huh? Go on, then. He already knew this was coming, no matter what I did. Have fun running around the barrel. Very well, then. I'll go do just that. Nothing like crushing one's own dreams of oneself, after all. Shut up. You handle this area. I'll go after them. Yes, sir. We can't have any of them escaping. Once I go in, I'll blow up the entryway to seal it. Yes, sir. But what about the tower's internal defenses? No one else is going to do us any good in there. Or are you volunteering to be the meat shield? Understood, sir. There's no telling what might happen if you small-timers interfere. You can all die here along with the puppets. Alright, the end of the world is almost here. It's all or nothing now.